Mr. Moja, let me ask. I mean, you know, different things happen at different times in this country, and I know that you made reference to it in passing, where people are upset about some of these things. It's not the first, it will be the second. How far away are we, when I say we, the people now who elect leaders, how far away are we from getting to that point wherein those who are elected cannot keep taking the people for granted as a result of maybe the people standing up for themselves and saying, well, look, this is what you did the last time, we will have none of this next time out, no matter the politicking that comes through?
Yeah, the first thing we must appreciate in the entire drama is that the political class, they've not learned any lesson. We are witnessing a total failure of leadership. Institutions exist to curtail the powers of the leadership to act arbitrarily at any level. So, but that process could be constrained. Where you have distribution of advantages, those institutions that are supposed to curtail the powers of the leadership from acting arbitrarily, they will compromise. Because,
what do you mean, distribution of advantages?
Yes, when you are in the police force, for example, you are in the judiciary, for example, you know we have clear separation of powers. And you fail to carry out your distinct role because the level of freedom is just not there. Because people are talking of, let's look at the independence of the various arms of government. If you are afraid that that equilibrium could be distorted, you just have to play along in order to get along.
What suggests that the level of freedom is not then the police force to carry out their jobs?
Yes. How was the Inspector General of Police appointed? How was the Commissioner of Police appointed? So, if your appointment is a product of distribution of advantage, you are not going to be loyal to the entire Nigerian people, but your principal that is responsible for that advantage or appointment.
But that some people can interpret as say, look, the advantage you refer to, that advantage could also be positive, because if someone is appointed and he deserves that or is appointed on merit, can that also be categorized as an advantage?
Yes, is the outcome. Your performance will determine when you decide to look the other way around, when you are expected to apprehend a criminal. Are you performing up to the required standard?
Okay, so assuming that were the case,
yeah,
why is it that we don't seem to have been able to do anything about that?
Well, the leaders should be appointed on the basis of competence, not on the basis of their persuasive skills.
Yeah, but what about the people? Have we been able to say, look, we don't think this is right, we think this should change? Because we elect the people anyway.
Yes, and that is what is being done now. Because when you look at the PVC issue, rigging of election, for example, is not done only at the polling books. People have a strategic plan on how they will come to power by subverting the wishes of the people. One, you are looking at the first, second dimensions of powers here. The first dimension involves the involvement of the people in the decision-making process. That is the election itself. The second dimension is talking about how you exclude people from that decision-making process. So, if the leadership feels We have a lot of supporters here. They will make voting materials, registration materials available. But if they feel...
Is that an assumption?
Yeah, it's a theory, well tested. If they feel...
Has it been proven?
Yes. And I will explain that. I will rest my case thereafter. If they feel we have a lot of supporters here, we will involve them. Where you don't have supporters, you deny them of electoral materials. You frustrate their effort. Even the people report to that place, you will not get them registered. That is the second dimension of power. And the third dimension involves the latent exercising of power, where you make the people believe that whatever is happening is ordained by God. You indoctrinate the people. These three dimensions are being brought into play.
I'm sorry,
to frustrate.
that last part, are you talking about religion?
Religion is part of it. You indoctrinate people. You say whatever is happening, just take it like that. People are constrained from taking their own destinies in their hands. That is the third dimension of power. All this, the ruling class, they are not fools. They are already aware that the people are completely dissatisfied with the present misrule.
Can NIM change all that?
Yes, with the ongoing voters registration and persistence, is going to change.
But I know you know that it's not just about the PVC. It goes beyond getting the PVC.
Yes, and after the PVC, it's an integral part of the voters' education. The people are now conscious that power is ubiquitous. It resides everywhere. It's not confined to the leadership. And the people are ready to exercise that power.
Okay, Prof, we'll come back and take a look at some other circumstances surrounding the actions that were taken by those thugs and Senator Omar Agege, because we've heard these people have released certain statements, and we'll try and put it in context when we return. Don't go away.